Hello. Today we will be covering the solution of triangles portion of the chapter Properties and Solutions of Triangles in the trigonometric section of class 11 plus 12 syllabus. So, in the solution of triangles, we will first cover SAS solution, which is when two sides and one angle is given, and the angle is the included angle between the sides. For example, let's see in this triangle ABC, the angle A which is given is between the sides C and B here. So when this is given, we can use the cosine rule to find the side length A, which is BC here. And once we get that side length, we will use cosine rule to find other angles. Note that we should not use sine rule directly, because if in case there is an obtuse angle in the triangle, we cannot then justify it. So we will use cosine rule to be sure, so that there are no errors. Then we will come to the ASA solution. Here there are two angles, and the side which is given is the included side in the triangle, is the included side between the angles. So let's suppose angle B, angle C, and the included side A is given here. If this is given, then first of all we will find out angle A, which is 180 minus B minus C. Then second, we will use the sine rule for side lengths. Hence here we are finding the side lengths and not the angles, so there are no problems. We can directly use this rule. Next comes AAS solution. Here also two angles and side is given, but the side is not the included one. Here also we can use the same thing we did above. There are no problems in that. Let's see again. The first thing we do is find the not given angle, which is not given in the question. Second, we use the sine rule for all the side lengths. We can see that it can also be said as SAA, depending you see it clockwise or anti-clockwise. Then we come to the AAA solution, when all the three angles are given but no side is given. Here we find infinite solutions are possible. The reason being, we can only find the side length proportionality here, but unique solution cannot be known. So there are infinite side lengths which are possible, which are all in proportionality. But if we want to find a unique solution in AAA, anything else is needed. Means you can give any area or in radius or circumradius. So anything else, any length or parameter given other than these three angles in this case will result in a unique solution. But if only these three angles are given and nothing else, then there are infinite solutions. A point to be noted is that only ASS and AAA don't have unique solution. All other solutions of the triangle we will be studying have unique solution. Now let's come to the ASS solution of triangle. Now it's a little bit tricky, but you will enjoy studying it. So we see, first of all, the C by B multiplied by sine B is equals to sine C according to the sine rule, and we know that sine of any angle must be less than or equal to 1. That's a rule. So for any triangle to be possible, the C by B multiplied by sine B should be less than or equal to 1. Let me make you familiar with the assumptions I made. We have taken a triangle ABC where side C, side B and angle B is given. Now these three things are given. We note that we have one angle here, and we will be seeing all the different cases here based on this angle. So that's gonna be what we are focusing on to divide into cases. If B is equal to 90 degree, then it's simple. We get only one triangle as the solution, where angles A and C are acute. There's a small mistake while writing I made here. Angles A and C both are acute. And if angle B is given to be 90 degree, remember that sine C is equals to 1 is not allowed, because two angles in a triangle cannot be 90 degree. So this rule here, we need to check that sine C is not equal to 1. Second is, if B given is greater than 90 degree, or we can say obtuse. Here we have two cases. If the given side length C is greater than B, or the given side length C is less than B. If C is greater than B, then we know in proportionality that side length opposite to a larger angle is larger. Therefore, if C is greater than B and B is already an obtuse angle, then C must also be an obtuse angle. But two obtuse angles in a triangle are not possible. So there will be no triangle in this case when C is greater than B and B is an obtuse angle. But if C is less than B, then we have one triangle which is our solution. Here A and C both will be acute. As B is already obtuse, the other two angles have to be acute. Here it is to be noted, we use positive sign. Positive sign in which formula? A formula for calculating the side length A here. This formula, we will use the plus sign here, where the plus or minus is given. Note that to remember easily, whenever C is an acute angle, we will use the plus sign, and whenever C is an obtuse angle, we will use the minus sign, so that you can remember easily. So A and C are both acute. Now let's come to the case 3, where B is an acute angle. Now here we have two cases more, where B is greater than C and where B is less than C. If B is greater than C, then angle C must be less than angle B. Angle B is already acute, therefore angle C will also be acute. Yes, C is acute. Then we can directly use the positive sign, as C is acute, and there will be one triangle as the solution for us. If C is greater than B, here comes some good things. We get two triangles as the solution. One triangle having angle C as acute and the other triangle having C as obtuse. Now to get the two triangles, the obtuse one will use the negative sign in the formula here, and the acute one will use the positive sign. And note that when C is obtuse, the other two angles have to be acute, so A is acute here. Now the two cases where B was acute and C is also acute, first this one and then this one. In both the cases, if we are required to check if the triangle is an obtuse, acute or a right angle triangle, we have to also check angle A. And to check angle A is obtuse, acute or right angled, we can directly see with the comparison between A square and B square plus C square. Once we find the length A, we can see if A square is equals to B square plus C square, then angle A is 90 degree. If A square is greater than A square plus B square plus C square, then it's an obtuse angle A. And if A square is less than B square plus C square, then it's an acute angle A. Remember that we need to check it only in case of when C is acute. When C is obtuse or when B is obtuse, we don't need to check it because other angles will be acute. Now let's see this formula which I showed you before. A is equals to C cos B plus or minus B mod of cos C. This formula looks very similar. It's the same as the projection rule, we study in solution of triangles. A is equals to C cos B plus B cos C. But here, as this angle C is not known, is an obtuse angle or acute angle, we don't know, and we can only find mod of cos C, which that's why we need to add plus or minus in this formula. We can only calculate mod of cos C, and the formula for which is this, under root 1 minus C by B sine whole square. So once we calculate mod of cos C, and using all these cases which I told you, we can find which sign to use, plus or minus, and then we can use find side length A and get all the parameters of the triangle, or find the solution of the triangle, or find the number of triangles which are in the solution. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it.